Katt Williams is speaking out about Diddy and SNL and all his rivals. Now, at the beginning of the year, Katt Williams sat down with Auntie You Know Who and set the tone.
Oh,
What?
God.
Auntie, you know who.
I said what I said. Well, he told us that it would be the year of reckoning and that lies would be exposed. In that same interview, he dragged several comedians like Steve Harvey, Cedric, even our friend Kevin, Ricky Smiley, Faison Love, Michael Blackson. Our girl Tiffany even got hit with a stray. And Ludacris got it. Well, appearing at Vulture Festival last weekend, Katt Williams admitted that he set out to kill the careers of everybody that he dragged during the sit-down. Look, I set out to kill the careers of the people I was talking about, but it was so vicious that I erased all of the knockout blows and just left them jabs. So that the comic I'm talking about knows, but I know your real story, mother. Let me read that again. Put that back up. Katt said, I set out to kill the careers of the people I was talking about, but it was so vicious that I erased all of the knockout blows and just left the jabs. So that the comic I'm talking about knows, I know your real story, mother. Well, he basically was saying he had a lot of other bigger things to drop and chose not to. But I think at the end of the day, there was so many bombs left on the other show that we're still talking about it today. Katt Williams also talked about his rocky relationship with Saturday Night Live, claiming that they think he's a bitch because they keep using a woman to parody him. Listen.
There has never been a person that has been parodied 9 times on Saturday Night Live and yet never been invited other than me. So I, at this point, take it as a badge of honor that they don't fuck with me.
In general, what do you think of impressions of you? Is there an impression of you that you like?
A lot of times when people are doing an impression of you, they're really showing you how they feel about you. You know what I mean? So for Saturday Night Live to have an impression of me and have a woman do that means they think I'm a bitch. And I understand that that's what they're saying when they do that, you know? So, yeah, it doesn't bother me at all. I understand how the game goes, and I understand that if you love me, I know why you do. And if you don't fuck with me, I understand why. My job is to be worthy.
Katt even talked about Diddy and his parties. Here's what he had to say.
I'm anti-establishment, so I can never be the establishment. You know what I mean? Like, even if I'm at the Diddy party, I'm there to tell. You see what I'm saying? Like, I'm there to see who the fuck is in here and what do y'all get from being in here. So nobody likes to have me around. I'm there for bad intentions. This is what the people that love me are gonna love. Like, even in the situations where I'm in those situations, like, for example, this one. Like, this doesn't happen at Diddy's house. This is at somebody else's house, right? So it's like 11 o'clock, noon. This party gonna be at 8, 9 o'clock. You follow what I'm saying? So I'm there throughout the day. I know this is just a regular house. Like, there's nothing special to this house. And then the specialness happens, and I'm there. And I know I gotta leave, but I ain't gotta leave before I see who comes. Because that's my job as a reporter to the people. And I said, coming in, that that's what I was gonna do. I was gonna be an unbiased reporter.
I thank God I was never kept over for the Diddy parties. Because, baby, this is all they talk about. Even online, they be like, Jason Lee was at the Diddy party. I don't know nothing about Diddy After Dark. But, you know, in many ways, Katt, I know you're telling your truth. You're burning down every bridge, but sometimes when a bridge is not a bridge you can cross over, why have it standing anyway? Like, I do love the idea that he has become Jaguar Wright in male form, right? Like everybody can get it, pow pow. But you're also a part of that ecosystem of actors and comedians, and like that's your community. Even if you don't feel welcomed, valued, respected, or acknowledged, that is your community. You know, I don't talk about the people that do what I do, even though some of them have been shady or done dirt, because like for what? Like you're doing your thing, I'm doing my thing. But when people, I guess, haven't had closure or feel bitter, maybe that's what it is. They feel a need to do this. Highly entertaining, and we don't want you to stop. But it's like anybody can get it. What do you think?
I just think he's fighting to create a narrative that I don't even know if it exists. I said it before. I feel like he was attacking people just to attack people who were a little bit more successful currently in their careers, because like for the Saturday Night Live thing, they use a female to impersonate Justin Bieber. He's not the only person who they do that for. I think it's more about his stature and not him as a person. They're not trying to say he's a bitch. Yeah, and they quite often make fun of people on that show who they don't invite to the show because it's a very liberal show. Like, so it happens all the time. I don't know. I just think he's making more out of something than it is.
I love Katt, and I feel like the internet has not been the same since he sat on that little couch. And yeah, I love him down.
On that other show.
On that other show.
Using TikTok. All right, well, listen, Katt, keep it coming. Bye.